Okay, so this video is for EDU 585, Dr. Christelle Brody for Georgetown College. And this is about advocating for the ESL community, getting to know the leadership system within your school. And one of the things that has really been pushed is getting to know the cultures of your students so that you can help them. One of the books that we went through this year is the Cross-Cultural Language and Academic Development Handbook. And this should be on the shelf of your ESL teacher. It probably is. It gives great ideas about ways to accommodate lessons, things that you're doing. You're probably already doing them because you've been teaching for 27 years. So I'm sure you're aware of a lot of the things that are best practices for ELL students. Another book is Explain This to Me, our U.S. school, and this actually gives Spanish and English translations for some of the things that we forget about, like snow days. You know, how do you explain a snow day to an ELL family? What does it mean for them? What kind of hardships might they uncover because of that? Translating services, detention, things that we may not think of that mean such, they're such a big deal because we take it for granted. Mm-hmm. But this is about being able to help them and getting to know them. Are you familiar with WIDA? Mm-hmm. And do you have many students that come through?
About 40% of our population is non-English speaking families.
Like in the home. Okay.
In the home. The majority of the students speak English that, like survival English, the okay. English that where they just talk to their peers and conversational and each other. But we're finding, probably as many schools are, that when it comes to content right. material, higher academic English,
well, and that's where proficient. This book comes in very handy. A lot of the resources that our ESL teachers have, we as mainstream teachers or core content teachers, we don't get that because we don't have time to go and, sit right. down and meet with them. But a lot of the things that they have, or the accommodations, they work. And they can make your classroom run easier because it can facilitate that need to, right. Bring in academic English right. and help them maintain their self-esteem because they already have that survival English. So, do you have any questions about the ESL program, or
no?
We have
2.5 ESL teachers or ELL teachers right. At our school, and they do trainings on occasion okay. about here are some things you can do.
That's awesome.
I get a sheet
really
with
fantastic.
modifications on it that says this student, because I see all the students,
right.
and it says this student needs these types of modifications.
That is incredible. That's a great program right there.
And
that's the kind of program that we want.
I'll tell you something else we're looking at too. We haven't started it, although it's the plan for next year. Is we took one of our arts and special area positions, and we're making that a position in which the person who's in that position speaks and is able to teach Spanish.
Wow.
Awesome. And so what we're going to try to do with that, given that we're a small school, the blocks of time that teacher does not have to do like a special
right.
for teacher planning.
Okay.
She's actually going to teach content in the student's language because the research really has great. Shown that the students can transfer that knowledge.
Right.
It's just they need to hear it.
They have to have it presented first. Yes.
So I think we're kind of ahead of the game.
Yes.
But we had to be because our novice population
yes.
was English as a second language students. So we have to address that as part of the law.
Well, it sounds like the program is on the right track. Just keep up and encourage those ESL program and teachers to keep giving out that good info.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
You're welcome.